Thank you very much for choosing the counter press with me, Fiifi-Manfred. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. We'll give you the best. It's the post-match analysis, Chelsea versus Real Madrid. What happened? What went on? Let's delve straight into it. So, Frank Lampard went into this game with a little bit of a tactical tweak. You know, when Chelsea went away to the Santiago Bernabeu, it was a 3-5-2. But then a variation of that saw that Chelsea had 5 men at the back with 3 midfielders and 2 men attack, 2 inside number 10s. In this game at the Stamford Bridge, it was a change in that. Change in personnel. Kalidou Koulibaly was out. There was, of course, Benjamin Chilwell, who had a red card in the first game, was also out. So it means that there was some change in personnel. So it means that it was also a 3-5-2, but then very, very good variation. What is the variation? It was a 3-2-5 by extension. The fact that there was Thiago Silva in between the 2 centre-backs, there was Chalobah and then Wesley Fofana. In the middle of the pack, it was, of course, Kovacic and Enzo Fernandez going to help in the first phase of ball progression. Then up top, there was the 2 wing-backs in Cucurella and then Vinicius Jr. Whilst in the middle of the pack, there was Conor Gallagher, there was N'Golo Kante, and then, of course, Kai Havertz. My first issue with this lineup was that if you are playing against a Madrid team, the thought was that maybe Chelsea wanted to set up in this way so that they were going to stay in the game as long as possible. Then in the second half, they would throw in the attackers to get a job done. What they did was that it gave Chelsea the opportunity to stretch Madrid in wide areas. Rhys James and Marc Cucurella were able to combine from outright. Also, without the ball, Rhys James was offering a lot of pressure on your man Eduardo Camavinga, whilst Wesley Fofana was doing a very, very good job as he was smacking tight Vinicius Jr. in that area. So it pained Madrid back in the early embers of their first half. It was able to push them back. It did not give them a lot of time on the ball. It didn't give them time to combine in central areas. And that was some brilliant tactical display in terms of the defensive principles. But then again, in the attacking third, N'Golo Kante had a very, very good opening when there was a cross from the right-hand side from Rhys James, but then failed to get a shot on target. The issue is that if you are playing in a formation like this and you don't have very, very good attacking-minded players in the box, then definitely you are going to have issues. So Chelsea controlled last spell of the possession in the first half. Tactically, they were the better part in the second half, but then nowhere, no goals. They came very close. Marc Cucurella came very close. Thibaut Courtois was spot on in getting that job done. The difference again is that if you are hinging on somebody that plays at left centre back sometimes and at best as wing back, to be at the opposite at the last end of the turf of your opponent's game to make sure he gets a goal for you, then maybe things are not going well. So those were the issues with that lineup. Once Chelsea were able to punish Real Madrid, we've said it several times, Real Madrid are the masters of picking their moments in the Champions League. They know how to play very well. They know how to pick those moments as and when they have to, and they did it perfectly well. In the second half, once they came in, there was a tweak. Madrid needed some form of aggression at the back from Antonio Rudiger, and then there was a change from Carlo Ancelotti, who swapped David Alaba for, of course, Antonio Rudiger. He brought in the intensity, he brought on the aggression for Real Madrid at the back. What that sought to do was it distorted Chelsea's build-up. It distorted them from wide areas, and in the middle of their 18-yard box, it was a secured rest defense for Real Madrid. What that also did was that it moved Madrid out of that pin back that Chelsea did pin them back in the first half. They were able to get a lot more combinations in the middle of the pack. Then almost every time, like they did at Santiago Bernabeu, this time Eduardo Camavinga did not stay well for Rhys James to press him. He always came in inverted. He always dropped into the middle of the pack, helping out with Kroos, Modric, and Federico Valverde in those middle areas. We also saw that now the width was being kept by Rodrigo Goes and then Vinicius Jr. They kept the weight for them. So it was always 1v1 between Chalobah and then, of course, Chalobah and then Rodrigo Goes. And there was also one between Vinicius Jr. and Wesley Fofana. I think if you look at that very first goal from Real Madrid, it was from Madrid sitting very deep, bringing all their midfielders in Luka Modric to win the ball in a deep area. But in that diagonal and technical play, again from that deep areas, again for Madrid did open up Chelsea. It was a very, very high line from Chelsea. Chalobah was playing Rodrigo Goes on. Mind you, that was not offside because it was right on the edge of the center circle, and then he kept his width. Once he kept the width, control the ball very well. But my problem, however, is Chalobah. How on earth did he go down for that? But then tactically, that was a good one. In the second half, they decided to stretch them with their natural wingers, not their fullbacks. And that was a very good one, tactical tweak from Ancelotti. Once he stretched the wing, it was 1v1, pace, technical ability from Rodrigo Goes, and then of course bad decision making from Nathaniel Chalobah made sure that they got that goal. Once they got into the middle of that 18-yard box for Chelsea, it was all about composure. He sends the ball across the face of goal. Benzema wasn't able to get that ball, and then a pass back again for your man Vinicius Jr. Then Rodrigo Goes, as composed as you ever get it, put Madrid up by a goal to 0. And this is exactly where Madrid want to get you when they are playing the Champions League. They need to want you to change the game. Once you change the game, you make a lot of mistakes. You leave a lot of spaces in between the line. They attack you, and once they attack you, they kill you. That's exactly what brought about the second goal. It was a beautiful display from FC Real Madrid. Another wide out play again, another very good combination play from wide areas. Madrid held on to the ball very well. Rodrigo Goes was right there and slotted at the back of the post for Chelsea Football Club. I mean, it has been shambolic since Thomas Tuchel was sacked. The Chelsea hierarchy themselves, Todd Bowley and what have you, do have a lot of work to do. They need to sit up, they need to get their ass together, because it's been a dark time for Chelsea Football Club. Not a good one, but congratulations to Real Madrid, congratulations to Carlo Ancelotti and his non-positional way of playing the game. He has been outstanding. He managed the game very well from the Santiago Bernabeu, and he did a very, very good job also as well at Chelsea Football Club. So I mean, that's been it. It has been an exciting one. Real Madrid are through. Chelsea never really looked like they were going to get a job done. In the second half, when Frank James Lampard threw on Mihailo Mudryk and the other players, it was almost dead. No steal, nothing for Chelsea Football Club. As it stands now, Chelsea needs a proper all-round manager in Luis Enrique to get a job done. Thank you very much for choosing the Counter Press. Thank you. This was the post-match analysis, Chelsea versus Real Madrid. My name again is Fiifi-Manfred. I'll meet you. Please do like, subscribe, and share the Counter Press. Thank you.